This is the Titan HN, and it is one of the coolest concept tanks in all of World of Tanks Blitz. This Tier 7 has moving armor, and it's not like that stupid consumable that the Tier 8 Titan 54D gets, or now the Titan Charioteer, where you press the little consumable and the armor goes up for half a second, and then, you know, when it wears off, it goes back down. This tank actually has permanent moving armor. Once you go below, I think it's like 50% of your overall health, the lower plate gets a boosted chunk of armor. We can see that plow just folds right up and gives you more armor. The turret gets more armor. The tracks get more spaced armor. And it's a really cool concept. I personally am super open into the idea of wargaming messing around with making a tech tree that all has moving armor. If they make it balanced, I don't have a problem with it being in the game. And I think it would be very cool if you could change where your vehicle has strong armor depending on what situation you're in. Maybe you want to drive your tank hull down, so you activate a button and your armor stays strong in the turret, but then you have a cooldown. You have to maybe wait 40 seconds before you can take off the hull down capabilities and put more armor on your hull. And maybe it makes your hull really bad. But when you want to have more hull armor, it makes your turret bad. I think that would be really, really cool. And I think that Wargaming could mess around with a mechanic like this and try to make it balanced. The problem is this is Wargaming we're talking about here, and they don't really know how to properly balance things. I mean, the Titan HND is balanced, but it's just not a very fun tank. The idea behind it is cool, but the armor's just not effective enough to begin with to work. And if they made the armor too effective once it went over the vehicle, it would completely make it OP. In my opinion, the problem with this tank is the fact that its upper plate is really bad. And all Wargaming really had to do was make it pretty good, and then it would have been solid, kind of like a Tier 7 Luva. But yeah, its upper plate's only like maybe 230, which is alright, but you have to remember that when fighting Tier 8s like the T-32, VK-168 that have upwards of 230 standard pen, let alone their gold, it just kind of defeats the purpose of armor on this vehicle. But I do like the gun, I will admit that. This vehicle features a very nice gun, it's got incredibly good premium pen, and because of that, it can easily deal with Tier 8s. And the armor is just kind of a nice little cool add-on. So let's see what we can do in this gameplay. And I want to see if I can showcase that armor move on the vehicle, because it really is a cool idea. This is something that I've personally been egging Wargaming on to do for a while now, but I just haven't ever gotten through. Not that they'll ever listen to me to begin with, but I just think it is a really cool idea. So let's see. Is there anybody over here? You will notice that the gun is quite inaccurate on this tank, but to be fair, that's just classic Tier 7 balancing. Ah, unfortunately. I don't even know if that would have penned the SMV because of the fact that that thing has pretty solid armor against our AP. But when we load gold, we're easily able to cut through. But again, we got to hit our shots. Now, turret armor-wise, the tank's actually pretty good. You can see it's got spaced armor in front of the turret, which allows you to get some decent bounces. VK-168. Oh, we got a T-32 and an SU-122 that was not spotted that entire time. Well, at least we got a bounce, so I'm not going to complain. This vehicle does fairly well hull down. If you drive it out of hull down, it does pretty mid, I'm not going to lie. Oh, come on. That was such an easy shot. Unfortunately, it did not end up cutting through the enemy VK-168. Alright, well, let's see. Is the SMV going to poke us again? He might. We also got the T-32s getting bonked on the side, though. Let's see. T-32 is dead. That's obviously pretty nice. Alright, let's move up over here. Maybe we can get a shell into the SMV if he backs up a teeny bit. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Again, the gun on this vehicle, it's pretty good and pretty bad at the same time. Let's see. Let's reload, and let's try and bonk the SMV this time. Aiming. There you go. Finally, we get a pen out. It's a pretty low roll, but a pen's a pen. Okay, let's move on up. Let's aim it on the SMV again. There you go. Okay, nice. Now we make our way over towards the rest of the heavies. And we actually haven't gotten shot once yet. Well, we've gotten shot, we just haven't gotten bled. Let's aim it on the VK-168. We're going to load a gold shell into his... We did, David! Scratch them! Crazy. Yeah, you can definitely see why this vehicle isn't great, though. The gun's good, it just can't, like, hit anything. Like, if the shells actually went where you aimed, it'd be alright, but they just don't. Like, 80% of our shots are just missing flat, easy shots. Alright, let's get a shell. I mean, we're getting bounces, though, so at least we got that going for us, right? All right, let's aim it on the SU. There you go. Nice pen. He's dead. We got the T-28, or T-29, and apparently just nobody knows how to pen this vehicle's turret, which is pretty nice. Here we go. Nice bonk, 328. We're up to 1,600. It's actually not too bad now. We're getting out damage at this point, which is pretty good. We're gonna aim it on the T-29's frontal plate again. There you go. Nice 346 damage shot. All right, at this point we are showing our lower plate, so it should be fairly easy for these players to cut through me. We're gonna aim it on the side of the VK turret. Pretty big low roll, but still a pen nonetheless. We're just gonna wiggle here, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna bounce because he actually didn't. Surprising. Oh, there you go. It was a pretty easy first game. Our gun made it very unenjoyable. I need to check what the dispersion is on this vehicle, to be honest, because that felt very bad. Like maybe 0.36 levels of bad dispersion. But we did do 2,200 damage. We blocked 1,500, which is alright. I like how I wanted to show the mechanic, and we never even got penned. The vehicle's dispersion is... oh, it's bad. Oh my, bad, it's bad. That's with refined? Holy terrible. Well, at least you can see the pen's good. Like, that is what I was getting at before. It has a good pen. But holy bad. What is that? 0.398? Okay, no wonder nobody likes this tank. Who in Wargaming's headquarters thought giving this tank 0.398 dispersion was a good idea? Wow, okay. I'm actually speechless on how bad that is. Here we are, second game. We are up against some nasties. We got a T-77, Progetto, Mil 1, and an Astron. That means every single tier 8 on their team is an autoloader, and we get no autoloaders on the entire team. So our chances of winning this battle are, I would say, 30%. I'm not even joking. People don't realize how stupid autoloaders are, but they are stupid. They always win. But maybe, and hopefully I'll eat my words and we'll get a dub out. I'm going to go to town because this is, after all, a German super heavy style vehicle where you want to drive towards the town. Maybe the reason Wargaming gave this vehicle such a bad gun is they thought the armor was going to be like super OP. So they balanced out the gun for the armor, but I don't think they really understood the armor. The problem with Tier 7 is that Tier 8s exist, and Tier 8s have really good pen. Like, against Tier 6s, this vehicle's really strong, but name it Tier 7 that struggles against Tier 6s. Like, even the Gravedigger easily cuts through Tier 6s, and they can barely even pen it. So, I mean, sure, the armor's good, but it's really only effective against lower tier opponents. Once you get up to the higher tiers, it's pretty mid. Alright, well, we got the Emil. There you go. Nice 297. That Emil is completely stock. Like, stock to a different world of stock. Because he literally... okay, and that IS clearly has no pen. Oh my god, this gun! This gun! Ooh! It's so bad. I actually don't know if I've seen a worse gun than this in a very long time. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Alright, let's angle the hull. But, yeah, that's a better example of the armor on this vehicle. It is, it's not very effective. Let's aim it on the Emil. There you go. But look at that. That is a good example now. We're starting to get to where the armor just struggles. I mean, a standard 175 pen IS easily cut through us without even a struggle in the world. There you go. Got a 321 pen into his vehicle. He got shot by the Keeler, and now we're going to push up on him here. He does have a damaged Amrax. There's no way he's ever going to get the reload on us. Nice 325 damage shot. Alright, he still has a damaged Amrax, so I doubt he's still going to out-reload us here, and bye-bye. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. We have gotten our clears so far. Let's see, is the, oh, the Emil pushed up. Interesting. Well, the Keeler's probably going to pen him. He does. Nice 406 roll as well. I don't really know what this Emil's doing, to be completely honest. Oh, I'm stuck. Alright, here we go. Let's see, what is the Emil doing? Is he going to run? I'm actually confused on this guy's thought process. Alright, let's just push up on him, I guess. Let's see. Oh, they got an SU. Alright, well, I'm just going to push the Emil, and we're going to get an easy shell into the back of his vehicle for 325. Then we're going to try and get into a side scrape here. We're going to angle it properly. He might just... oh, nice. Look at that. We actually got a bounce. To be fair, he did load AP. And AP against this vehicle is almost never, ever going to cut through. Alright, let's get a second shell into his tank. And the Keeler's going to finish him off. Wow, we actually won this. I don't know how we won this. Their team was awful, to be fair. I didn't even get to showcase the armor once. Like, literally, we never got low enough to showcase the armor moving. I'm not going to complain. That means that we did all right, but still, Yeah. I mean, the gun's okay. As you can see in, like, a frontline engagement, the gun can get the job done. It's just when you're in it's when you're in engagements where you need to be more than, like, 100 meters from your opponents. This gun is absolutely terrible. So there you go. 2 wins. Either way, I personally think that a mechanic with moving armor would be very cool to have as a tech tree line from tier 6, maybe up to tier 10. I don't know if people will agree with me, but I personally think it'd be really cool. We did 2,600 damage. Not bad at all. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments down below. I actually think this is an okay vehicle. It's not bad. I mean, average win rate, I'm going 78%. So, I think it's okay, and I like the mechanic it has going for it. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.